What is up, cool kids? I'm Cool Trainer Gavin, and I'm here today to talk about some leaks that happened last night / the night before, depending on what time you're watching this. The big last reveal before the release of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is tomorrow. So the games come out a week from tomorrow. If you're watching this the day it comes out. And so we recently got some leaks, such as egg moves and move tutors. So there's a lot of stuff about move tutors. I will link this in the description below, and you can see what Pokemon get what for move tutors. But that's not what this is about. This is about potentially some spoilers. I don't know anything for a fact, but I'm going to talk about two main things. One is less spoilery in that there's different forms of different things. So like you can see right here, where there's Manectric and Manectric 1. Where Manectric is obviously normal Manectric, and Manectric 1 is Mega Manectric. You can see Mawile, Mega Mawile, Metagross, Mega Metagross, all the different forms of Minior, Diancie, and Diancie 1. But there's a couple weird Pokemon that have different ones next to the name. So the first one that I want to point out is Ribombee. So there's Ribombee and Ribombee 1. So based on this, and based on the fact that we can see, let's look at Salazzle. There's Salazzle and Salazzle 1. So the only thing that I can think of for the reason why there would be two Salazzles would be for the big Totem Salazzle, which we know that we can get through the Totem stickers. So based on this, you can kind of see which Pokemon are going to be Totems. Because right here you see Raticate 1, which is Alolan Raticate, and Raticate 2. Because they denote things like normal Rotom is Rotom 0, they just don't put the 0 there. So Raticate 0 would be normal Raticate, Raticate 1 would be Alolan Raticate, and Raticate 2, I'm assuming, is the big Alolan Raticate. So if we go back to Ribombee, to me this says that Ribombee is going to be a Totem Pokemon. So I'm assuming that Ribombee is going to be the Totem Pokemon for the Fairy type trial that what is her name? Mina. That Mina does at the end of the game. But there's a couple weird ones. Ribombee kind of makes sense, but there's also Marowak. So Marowak 0 would be normal Marowak, Marowak 1 is Alolan Marowak, Marowak 2, there was a leak a while ago saying that Marowak was going to take Salazzle's place as the Fire Totem Pokemon. So that kind of confuses me, because we already know big Totem Salazzle's a thing. So I don't really know what's going to happen with this. But this does, to me, sort of say that Marowak is, in fact, going to be a Totem Pokemon. We have... actually, I'll keep going with ones that I think are Totems first, and then I'll get into the weird ones. And we'll go to Togedemaru. Togedemaru, I think, is going to take Vikavolt place as the electric Pokemon, electric trial. I think, possibly, these may be version specific, because there's also Vikavolt and Vikavolt 1. So, maybe in Sun, or Ultra Sun, you'll have Togedemaru, and in Ultra Moon, you'll have Vikavolt. And same thing with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon having, like, Ultra Moon having Alolan Marowak and Ultra Sun having Salazzle. I could see that happening. That just occurred to me now. I had not thought of that before. So those are the only weird ones for Totems that I found. Obviously there was Lurantis as well, Wishy-Washy. Then we get into one that I thought was kind of weird, but I sort of explained it to myself a little bit ago. Rockruff. So there's normal Rockruff, and then Rockruff 1, I think, is just their way of denoting that that's the special one you get from the event that can evolve into Lycanroc Rakdos, because not all of them can. But I think that's just what that means. Then we get, oh, there's also Greninja. I also explained this to myself a minute ago too, so let me find Greninja. There's Greninja, which is normal Greninja. Greninja 1, I think, is like normal Greninja with the Battle Bond ability, because it's from an event like that. And then Greninja 2, I think, is Ash Greninja, like in the Ash Greninja form. And then there's the last interesting one, which is Floette. Now, if you look at Floette, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different forms, including the Eternal Floette, which is AZ's Floette. Now, if you look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Floettes. I don't know whether Floette, Eternal Floette was like coded into Sun and Moon. I'm assuming it was, but I never heard anything about it. So I don't actually know if it was. So they might end up doing an event with it in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I would love that. And then the last one is one that I'm super, super excited about. So this is where it really gets a little spoilery. Necrozma. Now we already know Necrozma is getting 2 new forms, with Duskmane and Dawn Wings, I believe their name. So that would be these two, Necrozma 1 and Necrozma 2, with Necrozma 0 being normal Necrozma. But then there's Necrozma 3. And I think that right there confirms the stuff from, like, the star with the eyes. I think that pretty much confirms that it is actually a new Necrozma form, and that there's a Necrozma form that they're not telling us about. Or at least have not told us about yet. So, I think that's huge that this is included in this leak here. It gets all the same moves as Necrozma, as far as I know. Like, I'm not going to search through 68 Necrozmas, well, on camera. I'll probably do it in my own free time. But, I think that pretty much confirms it right there. Also, real quick, I noticed this, I already know I put some edits in afterward, but this is something that I had to talk about. I noticed this afterward. Peep this. Zygarde. Zygarde 1, Zygarde 2, Zygarde 3, and Zygarde 4. Now, you would expect there to be only 3 Zygardes, because we would have Zygarde 50%, and then Zygarde Complete and Zygarde Doge. So what are these other 3 and 4? I think something big is going to happen with Zygarde. Like, bigger than... Like, I think they've been building up since X and Y to doing something big with Zygarde, and I think they're really going to do that. I think Zygarde's going to come in potentially some kind of story thing with Zygarde outside of just collecting the little cells. So yeah, you heard it here first. So that's the only thing that I have for new forms. But now I'm going to make 2 predictions. 1.5 predictions. Correction. In the news tomorrow, we're also going to be getting a new Ultra Beast. Here's how I know. In here, there are 4 Pokemon names that we have not seen before. And 3 of them, obviously, are the names of the new Ultra Beasts. UB Burst, UB Adhesion, and UB Assembly. But the 4th one, I was like, what could this possibly be? And this is the only thing that I could possibly think of, outside of another Pokemon, like another mythical Pokemon. So I'm going to talk about the 4 names of the Ultra Beasts. So we have... Blacephalon, which I am 99% sure is UB Burst, because cephal or cephalo is a prefix that means head, and then, you know, blast, so it sounds like blast, so blast head is what I get from that. It also learns, it gets Spite from Move Tutor, which is a ghost type move. It gets Heat Wave, which is a fire type move. It gets like knockoff, trick, a lot of ghost type foul play. It gets a lot of moves that ghost type Pokemon should learn. So I think that is the actual name of UB Burst. Then we have, and I'm so upset about it. I'm really upset that if this is true. Stakataka. I am 90% sure that that is UB Assembly, because it gets Iron Defense, it gets Iron Head, it gets Stealth Rock, yep, Stakataka. So it gets a lot of moves that a Rock and Steel type Pokemon should learn, and the name sounds, as bad as it sounds right. It actually gets a lot of move tutors that I think make it decent. I think it's going to be better than people give it credit for. even though everybody hates it, it's a rock steel type. And then we have this one. I was kind of confused by because I don't see how it fits. Nagandal? I'm guessing. This one I'm less sure about. I'm probably like 75% sure that this is UV adhesion or adhesive or whatever. Because it gets gastro acid. It gets gastro acid. Where are you? Nagandal, right there. And it also gets gunk shot. Nagandal. So based on that, I think that that is UV adhesion. That one, like I said, I'm kind of shaky on that one. But then, why I think we're going to get a new one is Zeraora, or however you would pronounce that word. And I'm also going to call this going to be a fighting electric type. Sun and Moon has given us a lot of Pokemon that with types that we've not seen before, with like Drampa being normal dragon, with Primarina being fairy, well, Primarina and Finny being fairy water. So, and I'm sure there's others that I'm just not thinking of right now. But electric fighting would be super cool. And the reason I think that, I know it's definitely a fighting type because it gets every single fighting type move shooter superpower. Zeraora. Drain Punch. Zeraora. Low Kick. A lot of Pokemon, including Zeraora. So I'm fairly certain that it is a fighting type. And the reason why I think it's an electric type is it gets Electro Web. And the only Pokemon on here outside of Mew that get this are either electric or bug types. And I don't think they would give us a third bug fighting type Ultra Beast, considering we already know that the other two are in the game. So I really think that tomorrow we will be getting UB something, a electric fighting type Ultra Beast, as well as possibly a new Necrozma form. So that is what I'm calling. I'm going to be making a video about that as well, and when I'm right, not if, when I'm right, or at least partially right, you know, I definitely think that I'm on the right track here. I'm going to be freaking out the entire time. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, let me know what you guys think of all this stuff. If you want to be unspoiled, I guess it's a little late, I'm sorry. But I'm super excited. We're only a week away, and I could not be more excited. I know some bigger PokeTubers have already received their copies and are probably excited just like kids on Christmas, and I feel so excited. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at CoolTrainerGav. That was my phone. And until next time, smile later.